All right, let's talk about building wealth. But what if the secret isn't what you think it is? What if it's not about earning more, but needing less? Today, we're going to dive into an idea that might just completely change how you see your money. Yeah, I know. An oil crisis from the 70s? What could that possibly have to do with my bank account today? Well, as it turns out, a whole lot, actually. We're going to take a little trip back in time to uncover a totally different way of thinking about your finances. So stick with me on this one, it's going to be worth it. Okay, so let's kick things off with what I'm calling the efficiency revolution. Because seriously, getting a handle on what happened back then, well, it's the key to unlocking a much smarter way to handle your money today. So picture this. It's the 1970s, and there is just this widespread panic. The math seemed so simple, and frankly, it was terrifying. You had global demand for oil just shooting through the roof, but the supply, it just couldn't keep up. Everyone was pretty much convinced that we were about to hit a massive wall. But we didn't run out of oil, did we? And this right here, this is the crucial point. The problem wasn't solved just by, drilling for more oil. Nope. The real solution was something way more profound. We completely changed the game. We changed how we used energy. We got radically efficient. And the scale of this shift, it's just staggering. I mean, get this. Today, the world uses 60% less energy for every single dollar of GDP compared to 1950. Think about that. We grew our entire global energy wealth not by finding more fuel, but by just needing less of it. We slashed our demand. And that right there, that is the hidden secret to personal wealth. It's so easy to get obsessed with increasing our income, right? Getting that next raise, finding that one hot stock, but so much of that is out of our hands. You know what's 100% in your control? Becoming more efficient with the money you already have. It all comes back to decreasing your need. All right, so let's see how this idea really plays out in the real world. Think of it like the classic story of the tortoise and the hare, but, for your money. We're going to see why your savings rate, that slow and steady approach, can absolutely crush flashy high investment returns. So let's meet our two contenders. First up, we've got high return Harry. This guy is a genius investor, pulling in an incredible 12% return every year. The catch? His lifestyle is super expensive, and every time his portfolio grows, his spending grows right along with it. And then we have efficient Emma. Now, on paper, she looks like a worse investor. She's only earning 8%, but, and this is a big but, she's incredibly efficient. She just needs half as much money to live a happy life. So, who's actually winning here? Who is better off? You guessed it, it's Emma. And honestly, it's not even close. Even with Harry's killer returns, Emma is getting way more benefit from her money and with a whole lot less stress and risk. Her efficiency, that simple act of needing less, is a far more powerful tool for building wealth than Harry's market genius. And isn't this the trap we all fall into? We'll spend hours, days, stressing about squeezing out an extra 0.1% from our investments. Meanwhile, we're totally ignoring the 2 or 3% of lifestyle bloat, love that term, that we could cut without even blinking. It's sitting right there in our budget, and it's so much easier to control. Okay, this next part, this might be the most powerful idea in this entire explainer. We're going to look at a totally new formula for what savings really is. And spoiler alert, it's got a lot more to do with psychology than it does with spreadsheets. You ready? Here it is. Savings is the gap between your ego and your income. Just let that sink in for a second, the gap between your ego and your income. Because once your basic needs are covered, food, shelter, the important stuff, so much of our spending is just for show, isn't it? It's about showing other people we have money. It's a performance. It's pure ego. And that leads to this incredible insight. The most powerful way to increase your savings isn't to get a raise. It's to increase your humility. It's not about your paycheck. It's about your mindset. People who build real, lasting wealth often have this one superpower. They genuinely do not care what other people think of their car or their house. If you can learn to desire less, you will automatically spend less. It's that simple. And here's the thing, you don't always need a specific goal for this. It's not about saving for a new car or a big vacation. In a world as crazy and unpredictable as ours, saving is just a hedge. It's your defense. It's a buffer against, Well, against life's amazing ability to surprise you at the worst possible moment. And we've all been there, right? So you do all this, you become more efficient, you dial back the ego. What's the big prize? What's the ultimate reward? Well, it's not just a bigger number in your bank account, I can tell you that. It's something way, way more valuable. It's what we're going to call the currency of flexibility. Look, in today's world, being smart just isn't enough anymore. It's table stakes. There are millions of smart, talented people out there competing for the same stuff. The real competitive advantage, the one that actually lasts, is flexibility. Plain and simple, it's having options. You know that cash you have sitting in a savings account, maybe earning what, close to 0%? That might actually be your highest performing asset. Seriously. Because its return isn't measured in interest, it's measured in life options. It's the flexibility to say no thanks to a bad job offer and wait for the right one. It's the freedom to switch careers if you want to. It's the peace of mind to handle an emergency without your whole world falling apart. Now that is a massive return on investment. There's a quote that just nails this idea perfectly. Every bit of savings is like taking a point in the future that would have been owned by someone else and giving it back to yourself. I mean, wow. Think about that. You're not just saving money. You are literally buying back your own future. You're taking back control of your time from some future boss or some unexpected bill. So if you walk away with just one thing today, let it be this. Saving isn't about deprivation. It's not about what you're giving up. It's about what you're gaining. It's about empowering yourself. You're buying something priceless. Options, flexibility, and most importantly, freedom. So now we know why saving is so powerful. Next time, we're going to dig into the how. And we'll explore a really fascinating question. Why is trying to be perfectly rational with your money actually a huge mistake? And why is just being reasonable so much better? We'll get into all of it next time. See you then.